This is an opportunity for communication regarding items not on the agenda. Members of the public may address the board regarding items on the agenda immediately prior to their being discussed by the board. However, there is some information that I want to make clear to all present. You may have found on your seats this evening some board policy information regarding community relations and the like. And in it, it speaks specifically to disruptions and legal resources thereof. So in a sense, what they're saying is if you choose to disrupt the meeting, you could be asked to leave the meeting. And if you are forced to leave the meeting, you could be subject to a misdemeanor and subject to fine. So with that in mind, let us go to public comment. And the first card I have in front of me is Karen.
I'm here again, and this time I delivered a letter to Bob Benevento. It should be on your desk, sir. The letter is to call attention to what I believe was a substantial violation to the Brown Act. Violation of the act which will jeopardize the finality of an action that was placed on August 4th. The nature of the violation is as follows. In the meeting, Morgan Hill Unified School District trustees took action to approve a recommendation for grade level reconfiguration, also known as G3, or moving the 6th grade to middle school, via the public hearing and a formal vote of trustees. The action taken was not in compliance with the Brown Act because the following sections of the Brown Act were violated. Here you go. Section C, number 8, Brown Act. Documents distributed in connection with any open session are public records. Superintendent Vitondo wrote a note during the public hearing. He passed the note to Board President Benevento, who passed the note to Wolf, who then passed it back to Benno, who then Board President got up and gave that note to Porter Jensen. Trustee Borgioli looked at the note, read it, and finally Trustee Video got up with the note. A majority of the members of the board read the note. Numerous members of the public saw the note being passed and demanded that the contents of the note be entered in the public record. Section 6255. Any other writings, when distributed to a majority of the members of the legislative body or a legal local agency of any person or connection with the matter subject to discussion or consideration in open meeting, are disclosable public records and shall be made available upon request without delay. Writings are public records. During a public meeting, they should be made available for public inspection at the meeting, as well as any documents prepared by the district or the board distributed during public meetings shall be made available for public inspection during the meeting. The actions of the board members were caught on video. The evidence of the note passing is clear, and the ignoring of the public request is also there. As I go on, we have 54959. Intentional violations of the Brown Act or misdemeanors. You guys know this already. The note passing from the superintendent to the majority of the board members is also an act of collusion. Government Code 54960.1 states the district attorney and any interested person may bring an action to set aside the decision made in violation of the Brown Act. I am one of many interested persons. Beyond the collusion associated with note passing, there was a time during the public hearing when both the president and the vice president of the board left the public hearing. In doing so, there was no one in the actual meeting. At that moment, the meeting was over and it should have ceased. The actions of the Board of Trustees on August 4th during the discussion and hearing on grade level reconfiguration violated the Brown Act. Thank you very much. I know you have a copy.
From Park Shop. What?
Hi. So I'm a student at Anthropology High School, member of the ASB, and I also saw that note passing, and I was for one interested in that. That was not okay for us public to see you guys acting like that, and I don't think I'd want to see it again, especially with a great, important issue as grade configuration, such as that. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Bart. Next card is Sally Kazis.
My name is Sally Casas. Good evening, everyone. I'm here to express disappointment and a lack of appreciation towards community members, your constituents, and those who you have responsibilities for serving. Please consider the relationships, the responsibilities to the entire board, to the entire population of Rockingham Unified School District. And that's
I was also here in along with the majority of your members who are not in favor of taking away of the sixth graders moving to the junior high. So I just want to give my experience on the K through 8, which one of our local that's on the team facility. I have two of my children go to K through 8. We found that in those kind of situations, you are able to grow with them, starting from kindergarten all the way through. So you get to enjoy the first time setup and the last time setup, and same school, the majority of the same teachers and same students. And to this day, my children still see their in high school. And so that environment is a much better environment than adolescents, basically, 11, 12 years. Just, that's just not for us. And then my other comment would be on the redistricting the only way we can have representation is by having representation by our seven board members. We elected you for, and that's what we expect in this community, to have 7 districts for, 7 district map.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Brusco. I'm one of the two Morgan Hill representatives from the Gavin College Board of Trustees. I'm also a 11-year educator myself, currently a middle school teacher. I come here today mainly to speak to the public a little bit more because some of you know, but many of you probably don't, our college is actually going through the same redistricting process that Morgan Hill Unified is going through. So we held 3 community meetings, one here in Morgan Hill, one in Gilroy, and one in Hollister, to reach out to our constituents, and unfortunately, 0 people showed up from Morgan Hill to discuss our maps and our redistricting, which I was a little bit upset about. So my main reason here is to sort of call everybody's attention to this process that we're going through as well, and try to gather feedback from all various parts of the community. We scheduled an additional meeting next Monday evening, August 24th at 6 o'clock, and it's at the Gatlin Site Community Center. So hopefully we can encourage some of you to go to that meeting. We got a lot of feedback from Gilroy and San Benito County, and a lot of input as to how to design districts, and a lot of them weighing in on how to design this part of the district. But I'd rather hear people of Morgan Hill weigh in on how to design that part of the district. As some of you may know, and many of you probably don't, we're breaking ground the next 6 months on a whole new campus in Coyote Valley, off of Hale and Bailey. So the first phase is going to start off next year, and we're going to build it over the course of 5 to 7 years to build a full-fledged campus that will support this community. So there's a lot that we're investing in this community, and we just want the feedback to make sure that you're all properly represented. And as for the board, feel free to reach out to me or any of the other trustees on any issues that might help collaboration between all of us, and moving forward so that this campus can have programs that really identify with this district, its needs, its local high schools, and really support it going forward. So, thank you.
Can you repeat that date?
It's Monday, October 24th, which is next Monday. I'm sorry. August 24th at the Morgan Hill Gap site, which is in the community center. So it's the Wayne Community Center. Many of you probably know where it is. 6 o'clock next Monday.
Jonathan, maybe? May I make a suggestion? Actually, I went over to the community center that meeting.
Yeah.
I went over to the main building instead, and they had no record of running.
The main building, as in the community center
Yeah,
building,
community center building. If you put it, tell them to put it on their calendar so people go.
or at least a sign on the door. I mean, hopefully you can show up next Monday. Hopefully
Well,
you're not the only one showing up next Monday. But
Well, some of us
Yeah.
try to find you, so, yeah, that would be appreciated if there's a little signage or something, so we know exactly where you're at. Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Good evening, trustees and district staff members. I hope you all had an opportunity to reflect on some of the things the guest facilitator said last week. But my real purpose is to talk about the election of trustees. The election of trustees by district is a very important decision. It's going to require careful consideration and deliberation. Fully understand the issues and the ramifications. Future trustees will be bound by your decision. What often looks like the very best option initially may not look so good after some study. I suggest you start with considering what you want to accomplish by this election by district, and then consider which options meet your goals. So thank you very much.
I can imagine, I saw many changes in the district. Many issues, when first introduced, were very controversial. Faced with change, we humans often have understandable angst. I have been in many packed out board meetings. As heated as those meetings sometimes were, there was always a sense of order. Speakers expressed their views at the mic as is appropriate in a civil discourse. Frankly, I have been alarmed at the rancor and open hostility of some members of the community, both on and off the board. In the recent grade configuration meeting, it seemed to reach a new level and was apparently stoked beforehand by a board member. Ironically, this board member ran his campaign on creating the academic powerhouse of Cupertino. Cupertino has a 6th, 8th grade configuration, except for one school. It teaches the Common Core, it has a 5-member school board, and has this statement written in their mission statement, quote, that individual board members have no power to act independently in the name of the board. One definition of a public servant that I found stated, quote, an individual that is devoted to the welfare and interests of others and not for one's own self. When board members have personal or political agendas of their own, they are not putting the needs of students first. Interestingly, the current Morgan Hill Times article on James Bennett and the Gilroy Navigator School are a very good example of that. Thankfully, the previous board had the wisdom to prevent this situation in Morgan Hill. I am very happy to see and hear the evidence of civility that will be adhered to. The high school students, which there are so many here tonight, need to see adults behaving with respect, even if they don't agree with each other. In an unruly classroom, no teaching or learning occurs. The board has important work to do. It is the hope of many, many level heads in this community that inflammatory rhetoric, somewhat pandering, and at times students have to say bullying behavior has to end and get on with the job of putting students first.
So next on the agenda is item E, communications. Item E1, closed session action. The report that the board convened in closed session at 5 p.m. There was no action taken in the course of the board meeting. So item E2, superintendent and staff reports.
Thank you, President. So, first off, it's great to have the first board meeting when school starts because we get to see the students that are so diligent and concerned about getting these points out of the way. And each one of you here, I know, is going to be a straight A student this entire year. Being here and doing that. Thank you for doing that. We'll try and get you out of here as close after 7 as we can. After you're an hour. One of the things the board did was try and get out of closed session. We could have been in closed session for quite a long time. as it was. Katie, my secretary here, came in and said, we've got a lot of students out there. So we really support, have consideration of you, sped it up so that we can get out there. Appreciate you coming tonight. I've been involved with a lot. We've had school starting since the last board meeting, a tremendous opening. I'll defer to staff for talking a little bit about the enrollment numbers. But basically, we're about 8,400, and that's without adult ed and some of the independent study and stuff. So those are the first numbers. We're about the same as we were last year. So that's where we are. Morgan Hill Chamber is got a lot of activities planned. We went to breakfast on the 6th and talked about all the different developments of the school sites. We had our new teacher orientation on the 7th. Welcome back staff event on the 10th, where between 750 and 800 Morgan Hill Unified School District employees all met at Sobrato, and then broke up into staff development activities for the remainder of the morning and then the afternoon. And so lots of meetings. It's exciting. I've been to all but 2 schools so far since the opening, and it is really exciting to see how everybody else is excited about what's going on. And the sites look incredible. PA Walsh has still got a lot of construction. San Martin Gwen has a lot of construction going on. A couple of the other sites, but get a chance to take a look. Written by Mark Murphy, with brighter, better, more enthusiastic parents out there. And for the staff that
First, I want to welcome back all of the students and all the staff and teachers. Thank you for hopefully the best year in history of MHUSD. We're proud to be a board member here. And I had talked earlier with President Bento about my just very quickly about item one, which we just approved, which is the contract for Crescendo new principals and staff. And a lot of people may wonder why would you need that? And really endorse that. It's a tremendous opportunity for teachers, principals to learn from each other. It's something very difficult to do with principals. And the person who we hired to do this work is really one of the top educators in the West, Joe Feldman. This is what's called Teaching Without Belts. Quite a background, diverse background. That's what it has to do with building schools in the schools, particularly when small schools. Great, 7 to 12, 2 different units within 7 to 8 small schools, which is what I actually grew up in, high school. He's an expert. He's also been the director of several schools in New York City and founded number of schools themselves. So we're very, very fortunate to have Mr. Feldman with us. I want to compliment our new assistant superintendent, Ramon, as well. Thank you for having him. And I think this is going to be one of the many elements that is lead to a wonderful so thank you again.
Seniors have 176 days for graduation. just wanted to let you know the countdown. For the past 3 years, on the first day of school, I've driven past Live Oak High School. Retired teachers will understand that. This year was a little bit different because I'm looking at our side street the lens of being as I drove past each school in our district, I observed many construction projects, new signs, technology, signage, jam, great, new paint, and I thought principals walking the campus, our others started in and out of the classroom, maybe in front of school, being available, and those things were clearly visible. But what was not visible were the students. And before you misinterpret me, I just want to say that's a good sign. Because that means that students had orderly first day of school and they were in their classrooms. Students were in those classrooms benefiting from the collaboration of teachers, staff, classified persons, parent volunteers, and administrators who were preparing their environment for learning. Our students began that process of finding knowledge immediately, and I just want to say, welcome back, and have a great year.
And G11, new business. Anybody have anything?
One of the strong interests of mine is to help develop the powerhouse and work in Latino. And I know we have many funding restrictions, very, very aware of that. One of the things that people are very concerned about when they move into Morgan Hill, and also when students get into middle school and then look in high school, is to look at SAT scores, the outcomes of SAT scores. Unfortunately, right now, in 2014, we stayed 10th of 11 districts. I'm not saying that with fingers, I'm saying that there's an opportunity, as Mr. Webb likes to talk about, there is an opportunity for us to work on. It's not something you can turn on and turn off with a light switch. But this is not something I'm suggesting we have as an action in the next meeting. But really, over the next couple of months, I really would appreciate it if we could get a report from instructional services about where we are, why are we there, what are the next steps, what can we do? We had a visit a few months ago to Savannah in the summer, and I talked to a counselor there. They're doing great work, but from my standpoint, I would love to have more counselors there. And then I also would like to see more support for students, not just to take AP classes, but they're really preparing for the SAT exam, the ACT exam, because the fact is, with my own kids, they raised their scores 100 points by going through a program that cost us $500. A lot of families can't afford that, but there are private programs. I know the district does offer something, but nonetheless, the numbers are not there yet. It's not reflective of the quality of our schools. It's not reflective. So it gives prospective homeowners and also prospective parents of new high schoolers in our district misimpression about the quality of our education. It's not reflective in these SAT scores. We're going to have more competition from high school. So for me, it's a big issue. It's really one of the main reasons I ran for the board, to prepare our students for college and careers. And like I said, that's my point. I won't say anything more about that. I guess not to point fingers, but it's an issue that I think we can work on.
So to summarize that, what do you ask? Specifically to the superintendent, seeking direction or choosing to do that.
I'm just asking for, like I said, looking for an analysis of where we are right now. Why are we there? What do we need to do to get there? Very simply. And again, this is not a anything done next week. It's really a lot of thinking. We have a new assistant superintendent with a lot of ideas. We have a tremendous background, by the way, in working with bicultural students. That's 50% of our student population here. So I'd like to hear his fresh thinking. Give him some time to get his feet wet and make a cohesive, coherent recommendation. Anything else?
So just to elaborate on what Teacher Mike said, not more important, as Trustee Deal said, keep direction to our superintendent. The minimum California SAT score is 1550. So if you look at the 2013 we have a year lag because API goes away. So the only area that we can look at is the newest SATs that are available out there from California Department of Education. So if you go look and click on Morgan Hill, you'll see we're at 1533, which is not even the minimum of what we recommended 1550 in California. So, let's zero in on, student achievement. How can we help these high schools, go through A through G and get college ready in a more effective manner. So that's kind of, I think, where I see these two trustees asking. And so I'm pointing back at the superintendent and saying, those are some of the areas that we can look at now.
It sounds like you've got bits of information that you would like some clarification. It would be great if you forwarded those information. A couple of years ago, we did a report analysis, like a placement report, where it showed various explanations for bits of information that was out there, including the fact that anybody that took the advanced placement test, we funded them taking an advanced placement. They took the class, we funded their tests, unlike other districts that just allow students to choose things, which kind of explains some of the bits of information that came forward. So if you'd like to re-identify and send me that information that you'd like some clarification on, then we could look at whether or not it would come better in a report, or document board, or we invest some staff time in preparing that. But I don't have that information that you're bringing forward right now in front of me to be able to respond on. It sounds like that's what you're asking for. So if you could just forward that to me, I'd appreciate it. This is to put suggestions.
I just want to, I think it's probably not appropriate discussion right now. I'm certainly not asking for a piece of data. It's very easy to take one piece of data, point your fingers at that. I'm interested in giving our assistant superintendent a chance to get his feet, get his hands around the issue. I can certainly share data that I have on that's not the point. The point is, how do we help students? Very good.
I appreciate that comment, Kevin. I think my comment is that is one interesting point of data that I'd like to, if when we bring this forward, I'd like to have it in the larger context of all measurements. A reminder about how we're helping students go beyond self-selecting to AP tests. Again, there are so many different factors that go into assessing where our students are and how they're progressing towards career and college readiness. So I like understanding that one point in data, but I would like it in context to the totality of how we measure our students' progression towards being ready for college.
Are there any?
Yes, earlier today, you mentioned about enrollment. You about the same, about higher or about lower?
We're 30, on the same day last year, we were 30 students.
Because enrollment drives the budget. So perhaps you can, there's a point in October where we have a time and date.
Yeah, he wants to call it.
So maybe when we get to that. The other thing is, the last two board meetings, we had a computer back there recording, and it's not there today. It'd be nice to have board meetings recorded not from a public perspective, but from an official district view. That way, there's you always have different perspectives. And I'd like to maybe have some sort of see what it would take to have some sort of recording done at all of our meetings and have them at least video clips on the website. So that way, it's not he said, she said kind of thing. And lastly, there were comments earlier on tonight alluding about an opening path. Do we have enough?
Yes, I believe. The note said, anybody can call for a question. The note was. And it was specific to when folks.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up possibly an individual. This individual is Cecilia Ponzini. I'm not sure if our board has ever recognized her.
We did recognize her.
You know, I'm
3 years
so,
ago.
I'm so amazed at everything she does for the students in our schools. And most of you are familiar with that. She works with each of the schools, clothing, but this seems to be getting bigger and better every year. And I know she was selected by the chamber as one of the year also. But what a program. I want to comment on one other thing. I'm going to say this last, I'm going to mention it when students are here. I was quite upset when somebody brought up the fact that I had to leave the room and why at that time, etc. Well, I'm diabetic. And first of all, I have to drink a lot of water. Secondly, I go to the bathroom quite frequently. In fact, I time it every board meeting. Before we go to closed session, as soon as we're done with closed session, and at least twice, and that's why I asked Bob, could you call a short recess? I can't help that, folks. My blood sugar the day after one of the meetings, 300. I take pills. I'm trying to get my pills adjusted right now. 25, 26 million Americans are diabetic. And if you're diabetic, you know what I'm talking about. And I've had diabetes for 17 years. And it's getting worse before it's getting better, even though I'm trying every way possible. So if you see me get up and leave this room and go to the restroom, you know why I went. I'm not trying to be in collusion with somebody. In no way, shape, or form. I'm sorry, but I had to get
Are there any other comments? Okay, thank you for it. Move us on to our final item on the agenda this evening. Trustee Badillo, second.